Hey everyone, this is Caitlin and we are doing another episode of Ask Ron. Our first question is from Ted Lang from Ohio. Do I place my residence in a trust for disposal at my demise first or transfer it to a revocable grantor trust first? Okay. Or is only one needed?
All right, well, first of all, a land trust is a revocable grantor trust. And should you put it in there, in my opinion, is always yes. And some people will tell you no, maybe even your attorney, but there's reasons why I would put my home in a land trust. Number one, I have privacy. Nobody knows who owns the land trust. It's not anywhere on public record. Number two, I have lien protection. So if you were to ever get a lien or judgment against you, it would not attach to a home you don't own. You don't own the house if you put it into a land trust. The trust owns it. You just happen to own the trust. And then number three, as you mentioned, there is some estate planning benefits. You see, trusts don't die. So if you die, whoever the beneficial interest of the trust is will pass right on to whoever you want it to, but that will not require a probate. So there's also a lot of good reasons to put your house into a land trust. Plus, it's so simple. It's almost free, and it just have to have a deed to a trust recorded, and you can fill that out yourself if you want to. Now, which is on our Gold Club site. And then you go home and fill out the trust agreement, which is also on our Gold Club site. You'll find both of them very easy to fill out.
Perfect. Okay. Our second question is from Fernando Diaz of Connecticut.
Fernando.
Last year, I sold a house with seller financing. Mm-hmm. I need to provide the year-end 1098 mortgage interest to my borrower.
Right.
The property is in a paper trust. The form requires to put the tax ID of both the lender and the borrower. My accountant tells me that I can provide just the last 4 digits of the borrower's tax ID, but I need to provide the full tax ID of the lender. If I do this, I will lose the anonymity.
Right. Well, Fernando, number one, you will not lose anything. Where's the money going, and where is it being reported to the IRS? That's the entity or the person that you need to use the last 4 digits of. So if it's going to an LLC, you use the last 4 digits of the LLC. If it's going to a person and it's being reported on your 1040, you would use the last 4 digits of your Social Security number.
Okay.
All right.
Our last question is from Mario Sinclair of Miami, Florida.
Mario.
If the deposit in my front end pay and my buyer wants it credited to the balance when he goes and gets a loan, how is it mine since I have to account for it at the end?
You have to account for it. You do not have to bring it to closing. In other words, the borrower's bank will probably contact you and ask you to sign a statement that you actually got the money, and maybe even show proof that you got it, which means you'll have to provide the deposit slip. And then when closing takes place, your closing agent will know you got it, so they just show it as a credit toward the down payment. And so on the HUD-1, the closing statement, it shows as a credit. You do not have to put it in an escrow account. It's not, you don't have one of those. You're not a realtor, and it's your money the day you get it. So you don't have to bring it to closing. You don't have to give it back. If they default, they forfeit it. If they buy it, it's a credit on their closing statement.
Perfect. That's it for today.
That's it?
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, look, we are in the middle of February already, almost. So let's get something going and make this the best year of your life. I'll see you next week, same time, same channel.